77 years ago, the Navorian Empire set its sights beyond its borders and began reshaping the world. They spoke of light, but what followed were chains, conquest, and shadow. In the northern steppe, life moves to a different rhythm, rooted in freedom, laughter, and ancient traditions. But even the most distant corners of the world cannot escape the light of Navoria forever. And when those forces collide, old powers awaken, new truths emerge, and destinies are forged in fire. This is Weltengeist, a 72-page shonen-inspired fantasy comic, rich in lore, driven by emotion, and steeped in mystery. Back Weltengeist on Kickstarter. The journey begins here.
Hey, I'm Weltengeist, the creator of Weltengeist. What you just saw was the teaser trailer, but let me show you what the project is really about. So this is Weltengeist number 1, and Weltengeist for me is more than just a comic. It's the beginning of a long-term and massive storytelling project that is already scripted out across multiple issues. It's carefully built and there's a lot of love and passion put into it. And it's also ready to grow into something really big and really beautiful that's only possible with your help. But first, let me introduce myself properly. As I said, I'm Joel Jägers, I'm 31 years old, and as you probably figured out by my accent and pronunciation, I'm from Germany. Although this is my first Kickstarter campaign, I'm not unfamiliar with running large companies or large-scale projects like this. Since 2017, I run my own marketing agency. I run a football club with over 1,000 members and 30 teams in my limited free time, and I also run a small e-commerce store from 2021 since 2023 with my girlfriend and no fiance. So packaging, fulfillment and shipping to US clients isn't something that I'm unfamiliar with. So almost 6 years ago I started building the world of Weltengeist when I posted the first ideas and maps on Reddit. And since then we've came a really long way, because I started to collaborate with artists some years ago to produce beautiful illustrations and maps like this one, for example, which is the #1 map in the map making subreddit with over 9,000 upvotes. And this is the city of Navoria, which is the capital city of the Navorian Empire, which also takes a very important role in the comic. And let me show you some more illustrations that we've done over the years. For example, the invasion of a small village, the freedom of the northern steppes, illustrated by a young Renan nomad, and also an ambush where those two forces collide, and a lot of more things that we've did, like, I don't know, we probably have more than 10 maps about this universe. And why does it matter? Because this level of world building obviously transports into the comic as well, into the characters, into the storytelling and everything that you will read and see in the comic. The first campaign and the first issue of Weltengeist, which will hopefully not be the last, will be printed in A4 format, which is a little bit larger than the standard US comic book size, as you can see here, compared to Beastlands. Weltengeist will have 72 pages of story at least, and depending on how much back matter and concepts and maps, like I showed you, we will add, we will probably end up at like 80 pages, but it can be larger, it can be a little bit smaller, but there will definitely be 72 pages of beautiful artworks and panels, like you can see here in the preview print that we've did. All pages will look like this, almost no white gaps. I'm a little bit perfectionist when it comes to backgrounds. I love them to be filled to match the visual of the double pages. I just showed you Beastlands and I just showed you the preview, and they both have a connection, because Beastlands is the creation of Curtis Clow, a very successful Kickstarter creator if you don't know him, and Beastlands is also a very successful series of on Kickstarter, and Curtis is one of our 500 preview readers that have read the Weltengeist preview of 18 pages that you can also read. And here's Curtis' feedback to the preview pages. My main idea is very ambitious, as you probably guessed from my other projects that I do. I am not someone who likes small goals. And I want to build Weltengeist into a whole universe and a whole IP, and just build the brand itself and place Weltengeist as a new comic book hero among others. Obviously, all of this is just possible if you help me with it. Keep this in mind, because the main idea is, after this is hopefully successful, is the main idea that we run a Kickstarter campaign almost every month for a single issue of 20 to 24 pages. And once these campaigns are successful, after a month of delivering the issues to you, we want to make them freely available on our website. Because honestly, my philosophy is that a good story shouldn't be held back by money, but obviously we also need people who pay for the prints to fund the whole project. And in a time frame of 6 months or yearly editions, we want to bundle all these singular issues together and offer a very high quality special edition with hardcovers and additional special items like trading cards, illustrations, posters, maps, and everything that the IP deserves. So with your help, we can not just build one comic, but we can build a whole universe, a full-fledged IP. The world is there, the story is there, all we need is your help. So back us on Kickstarter now, and thanks for being here.